everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be making a sign, or at least attempt to make a digital sign. So I recently went to this fair that it was all about independent books, fanzines, or signs. I also saw people that made stickers and posters and little tiny books. Oh my god, it was just so incredible. There's so many amazing artists, and now being able to use serigrafía or risografía, it was really nice to be able to see how concepts come up. But today I wanted to make a digital fanzine or scene or sign. They're a fun way to be creative, but also because they're really cute. You can tell like stories, or you can talk about a subject, and it's just such a nice way in a small space to kind of convey a message. So hopefully it comes out as I plan, but it's also for you to consider joining the Zine rave train. So the first thing that we're gonna need is paper, scissors, an iPad, tablet, or even a computer, whichever you have or have access to, the Procreate app, or any other application that you use for digital drawing. As you guys may know, I use the Procreate app, so that's what I'm currently using. I open a new canvas to paper size 11 by 8.5, and then I'm showing you here the grid that I'm using for this canvas. In case you're not aware, the grid lines don't get printed. It's only what you're drawing on top of them. The grid lines are only for reference. And as you can see, we got 8 quadrants. This is how we're gonna split it and how we are going to print it. So this printing is only a mock-up so that you can see the quadrants, which essentially are gonna be the pages of the sign, and also so you can see how it gets folded and cut after printing. So basically what you're doing is folding it 3 times. First, you fold the paper in half, then you fold that other half in another half, and then another half. Clearly, it's easier to explain it once you see it. We then open up the paper, and as you can see, we have the 8 quadrants. We then are gonna fold it in half like you see here. And right in the middle of that half, you're gonna cut to create a small hole, just how you see here. You then are gonna fold it horizontally in half, and then group it as if it were like a little kind of flower, and then you have it. There's your little fanzine. All right, and so you have your cover page, all the rest of your pages, and your back cover. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to number this as well so that you know the position of each page. Also, as you can see here, you can flip your fanzine to be either horizontal or vertical. It depends at that point, whichever choice you may prefer, or what you're going to represent in each page or fanzine. But for my purpose, I am going to go vertical, and this is what I'll show you guys. So I number the pages. This makes it easier for me to know what I'm gonna put on each page and understand the layout. So the reason why I love fanzines is because it's a great idea to be creative. Whatever you want to write about or whatever you want to draw about, it's your own creative decision. And so for me, I love mountains, and I feel like I'm very spiritually connected to them. I sort of feel like they understand my feelings, or I feel like I can feel the mountain sometimes. If you guys didn't know already, I currently live in Bogota, Colombia, and so I am surrounded by mountains, and Colombia, it's a very mountainous country, and so I wanted to illustrate about this, kind of write a poem about it, and just go through the motions in the fanzine. So I wrote what I wanted to draw about, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to open it up as if it were just a regular page. And as you can tell, you can see page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. But if you flip it, it's page 5, page 6, back and cover. And this is great because this is how you're going to know your digital layout and you're able to start drawing. So I did wanted to show you guys, since I am going to be drawing vertical, I need to flip in the digital side the canvas horizontal. And so this is how we're going to draw, because otherwise if you draw vertical on the screen, like the canvas itself is vertical, then it's not gonna come out right. And as you can see here, I am going to number the quadrants just like I did on my reference page. Make sure that both your page numbers and page break are in a separate layer from the layer that you're gonna draw in. As again, this is for reference, but eventually you are going to remove them digitally, and you don't want to have the problem that when you finish drawing, you can't delete them because you didn't separate the layers. It can happen. As an artist, we probably do this so often. So just make sure to double check before starting to draw or before creating, because otherwise this could be a pain to remove, and I wouldn't want you to get frustrated just because of that. So based on my layout and reference paper, as you can see, my mountains really do go between page 1, 2, 3 and then 4, but you just kind of gotta be careful because, for example, in here from page 2 to page 3, I can make a mistake and then it won't look as put together. So it just depends on what you're doing, honestly, but there's always room for mistake. And if you make a mistake, that's alright. It's part of the learning experience and part of signs. Signs are not perfect, which is the fun about it. Again, I do love the interaction of paper more, doing it the manual way, but digitally just gives me a way to be more versatile with my decoration, drawings, or even things like text. I can choose my own text, I can erase or start over and do different things that I may not be able to do necessarily physically, or that it may take me a while. And if I want to have something nice looking but that still doesn't take a long time, I find that digitally wise I can do it so much faster with close to the same result. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I finished my first 4 pages. So now I'm gonna turn my canvas upside down and continue with page 5, 6, the back and the cover, of course, and then we'll see how it goes. Honestly, I really love the way it came out, but I think my favorite part is the part of the tree and also page 5 and 6, because it's a very abstract painting that I made. And I kind of based it off originally some doodles that I had made earlier on the week. So I really enjoyed this part. And here we go, we are finished with our drawings and words, but we're not quite finished. As you can see, we did cross over the lines a bit, so I'm just going to remove this part so that you don't see it on the other page. Same goes here. So just check those little details. It's what's going to make the difference. And okay, we're almost ready. So remember when I told you we're gonna remove those line breaks and also page numbers? This is your time to do so. So as you can see, there are no line breaks. And we're also gonna remove the page numbers. And so now our fanzine is ready to be printed. And guys, as you can see here, this is a print that went wrong, and this is why, because I forgot to print it with no edge on the page. So hopefully your printer has this option. I still kept it because I think it looks so beautiful and the colors are so pretty, but let's get to print it in the correct way. Oh my god, does print borderless. And there you go, guys. We have our fanzine. It's so cute. I love it. I love how it came out. It's so beautiful. But of course, we have to do the folds because it has to look like a little magazine, little booklet. Otherwise, it's just you just printed a paper that you drew. And so, yeah, but these are the details. This is how I designed it. And so let's get to folding it. In the meantime, I did wanted to show you a sign that we had purchased from other artists in that fair that we went to. And as you can see, this sign is really cute, but also very simple. It's just black ink with the color of the paper. So this is just to show you that you don't have to go crazy like I did with colors and the sign. It can just be something so simple, and it depends on what you want to represent or what you want to talk about or the story that you want to tell. So, you know, don't feel intimidated. I would say just do the best of your ability of what you want to do and express yourself. And I'm sure whatever you make would be quite as beautiful as your imagination. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this. If you make one at home or decide that you really enjoy this process and want me to make another one, please let me know. But yeah, this is my first one. I'm pretty sure I want to make more copies of it or make a new one with more of a storytelling and characters. But for so far, I really enjoyed the process and I hope you did too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. For a take to loosen up because I suck at this. Take.